James.
I'm Ben.
I'm Simon, and we are Biffy Clyro, and we can't wait to kick your asses musically at NorthSide Festival this summer.
We're gonna separate ourselves tonight. We're always running scared while holding knives. But there's a black chandelier. It's casting shadows and lights.
Hello, I'm Ben.
Hello, I'm James.
And we are 2/3 of Biffy Clyro, and we're here to say hello to the people of NorthSide Festival.
Oh, very good. First of all, we want to say congratulations on reaching the top of the UK album chart. It must have been very exciting for you guys. Where were you when you heard the news, and did you have any time at all to celebrate?
We were 35,000 feet in the air on an aeroplane going to the USA. We got the news, which probably stopped us from running around crazy. I think if we got the news we were on the ground, we might have ended up getting locked up or something like that. But it was a huge surprise to us, a very pleasant surprise. You know, we didn't think that making the type of music we make, we would sort of end up getting to #1. So a huge honour. We got a chance to celebrate a little. We had a wee glass of champagne in the air.
You're doing like club tours now, and then you're going to do festivals this summer in Coachella in the United States, which should be exciting, and Northside obviously in Aarhus, Denmark, which hopefully will also be exciting. What do you find to be the major difference between a club gig indoors and a big outdoor festival, and do you prepare differently for the shows?
I guess you're up against it a little bit more at a festival gig, because the one thing that you're sure of is that not everybody there is there to see you.
Right.
At a club show you sell the tickets, and it's, you know, it's Biffy Clyro they're here to see, so in that respect you kind of know that everyone's there, so you have more to prove at a festival, which I think we relish though. We really always enjoy getting new fans.
It's kind of nice to have that challenge when you go out. You don't know if it's going to go well, and maybe you have to work a little bit harder, and then I guess when you play a club show you can play older songs or maybe more obscure songs that people haven't heard so much. So, you know, it's nice that we get to do both. It keeps it interesting, and I think if you just did the same show all the time it could get a little bit boring, so we like to spice it up a little.
So you enjoy still having a little bit of an underdog status when you go play the festivals?
Very much so. We still feel like underdogs, and you know, I certainly hope that continues.
Very good. What's your relationship to festivals? Did you go to festivals before you started playing them?
Well, because we started this band so young, we kind of started playing festivals before we went to them. So yeah, I mean, the big festival in Scotland is Tea in the Park, and I think James went 1 year before we played it, but Sam and I, our first festival experiences have always been from the backstage. So
we've all, since then we've played, you know, 10 or 14 years or something like that. We've just been playing every summer, so we've definitely, like Ben said, we've been spoiled a little bit with our appreciation of festivals. We've always had nice toilets.
You've also played here in Denmark a couple of times before, if not more, and we got a question actually on our Facebook site from Anders Reber Nielsen, who calls the show you did with the Foo Fighters in Copenhagen in 2011 the best support gig he's ever seen.
Wow.
He wants to know which impact it had for you as a band to share the stage with Foo Fighters.
I think that's just, like James said, a dream come true. You know, of course, Dave Grohl's Nirvana, which is the band that kind of made us realise we could be in a band. You know, we could start a band. You didn't have to be like Slash on the guitar or whatever to write music, and to have Dave ask us to come and play, it was just the ultimate tip of the hat, you know, and to hang out with him and become his friend and everything, and it's still a kind of pinch me thing to talk about. I still don't quite believe it's happened, because he is a living legend in our eyes. So yeah, to get to share the stage with Foo Fighters was just one of the pinnacles, or one of the best moments of our career so far.
Right. There's a very nice question here from Line Harfeld, who asks, who were your heroes when you were young? And then she adds, because you guys are my heroes.
Aww.
That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Nice. Well, we mentioned Nirvana, I guess, and you know, there were so many bands around then that we loved, but in a way, like other people, our generation of music fans, I think Nirvana changed a lot of things for a lot of people. Ben mentioned earlier on about not being Slash, or the way that they made music without necessarily being the world's greatest musicians. And I think for young guys in small towns like we were, they were the type of guys we could identify with. They didn't seem like big stars, even though they became musical icons. And I think I'd have to say Nirvana to that question. Really, it's just the way they made us feel at such an impressionable age. I think that feeling will never really leave us. We owe those guys a lot.
There's a girl here called Camila Grasic or something like that, very complicated last name. She would like to know what the most amazing thing that has ever happened at one of your shows is.
I think probably, it's usually sometimes the first time something happens. So the first time we played at T in the Park, which is the big music festival in Scotland, I think the first time we played there on the main stage and just walked out to see so many thousand people singing along, that was really like just one of those moments you don't expect. Before that we'd only really played to 200 or 300 people, so I think to experience such a big crowd singing along was to us just an unbelievable moment, really incredible. Another kind of weird one that springs to mind is a couple of years ago we played in India with Metallica, and we played during a monsoon, and the stage was soaked. I don't know how we didn't get electrocuted, but that was kind of amazing in a completely different, in a godly fashion, I guess you could say.
So what can they expect from the Biffy Clyro show at NorthSide?
Well, we tend to play every show like it's our last show on Earth, regardless of where it is or how many people are there. So expect to see real energy and passion and commitment, and a band that really mean what they're playing. There's so many bands out there that just go through the motions, and you can tell they'd rather be somewhere else, but not us. There's nowhere else we're more alive than when we're on stage. So expect to see a committed performance, and we'll try and make a real connection with the people in the audience. It's very important to us.
Very cool. We can't wait to have you visit NorthSide this summer. We'll see you there, and have a very good show tonight.
Thank you so much.